So I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen COD creators go back and play some of your favorite games like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2. I mean, all these old school Call of Duties are now available to play thanks to the servers being fixed. Here's the thing though, okay? I am not known for taking the popular opinion here on the channel, and I just kind of want to question some things. I'm not going to say whether they're right or wrong, but I'm just kind of saying, I have a theory, hear me out. Alright, so when you hear Call of Duty news, especially things that are kind of unofficial, right? Things that Activision wants to get out to the community, but they're not going to make like an official statement or post on their account. So what they do is they funnel it through a couple of guys on Twitter, and you probably recognize these names here. Here's the thing, guys, alright? And maybe it's just because of my profession and what I do for a living, but whenever a company puts out news, whether it's good or bad, ask yourself the reason why. Why is a company telling you this? I mean, really, just think about it. Businesses do not release, especially insider info, just because they feel like it, or they want to make consumers happy, or, whatever. There's always an agenda behind what they're trying to say. And if you don't believe me, let's just travel back to July of last year, where we were hearing rumors from these two individuals who were saying that Modern Warfare 2 was going to be a 2-year game. Again, Activision never publicly released that information, and for good reason, because they didn't want to be held liable to that. Instead, they give it to these puppets, who then distribute it to all of the people on Twitter, and now all of a sudden, most of the people who are buying Call of Duty think that this game is going to last them 2 years. Now, obviously, that ended up not being true, and you can say maybe it was a lie the whole time, or maybe Activision really did plan on it and then they're kind of pivoting after seeing the numbers they're working with. Either way, doesn't matter. They released that information for a reason. And I'm just going to say this now, I do not believe Microsoft fixed these servers. I just don't. According to these guys on Twitter, they're saying it was actually Microsoft. Microsoft came in and fixed the servers. We can confirm that. And maybe that is the truth. Maybe Microsoft really did step in and fix these servers. But again, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know of many businesses that control another business before they actually purchase them. You don't get to drive a car for a week or two and then take it back to the dealership and say, yeah, I'd like to buy this one. And then you continue driving it. No, you have to pay for the car up front and then you get to drive it home. So the whole thing just kind of confuses me there. On top of, if they really did have full control of Activision, don't you think we'd see some sort of changes elsewhere? Like maybe in Modern Warfare, the game that's dying right now. I shouldn't even say die. The game that is dead right now. You'd think we'd see maybe a couple changes, maybe some marketing for the new game, but you're going to tell me that a company who does not have the rights to own another business and control them and operate them is going to just out of the blue fix a bunch of servers on dead games because they feel like it. And before I get a bunch of know-it-all lawyers down there in the comments section, I get it, they are probably going to follow through with purchasing Activision. However, last I heard on it, there is some sort of association in the UK that still has to approve it, and they have like 12 days left or something. Either way, you can't deny Microsoft does currently not own Activision, but somehow they just step in and start fixing a bunch of servers. I don't know, man, something doesn't sound right to me. Don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome, and I'm glad that we can all appreciate these old games and go back and maybe play Modern Warfare 2 or something. But here's the thing, guys, it's gonna be cool for like 2 weeks and then no one's gonna ever think about it again. Just like how when they made all the games backwards compatible, Black Ops 1 was blowing up with players for about a week, and then everyone decided to go back to, I think it was Black Ops 4 at the time or something. Now, if you want to make the argument that Microsoft actually did this because they want to put all these old games on Game Pass, I get it. I understand that argument and everything, but again, these are a bunch of very old, dead games that are not going to bring in a lot of money for the company. Because last time I checked, there's no dumbass bundles to spend like $40 on in Modern Warfare 2. Either way, you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. I just don't like to believe everything I'm told. I kind of like to question things a little bit. And again, I could be completely wrong here and everything I'm saying is just a bunch of BS. But at the end of the day, when these guys put something out there on Twitter, just remember they are getting paid by this company. They are being promoted by the company and they're being flown out to special events. So they're probably not going to tell the honest God truth that they should. They're probably going to follow what the puppeteer master is telling them to say, you know? And if you still don't believe me on that, just look back a few months ago when Modern Warzone was hyping up some brand new season in Modern Warfare 2. And when it got released, it was nothing but a pile of fucking bullshit, and he got flamed for it online. And you know what? I'm feeling spicy at the moment. I'm just going to go ahead and say this as well. You know, we're here. We might as well just full send it. Am I right? I don't believe that Sledgehammer Games created Cold War and Treyarch came over and had to try and save them. I just don't believe that bullcrap. I just don't. If you were to tell me that Sledgehammer maybe built the foundation of the game and then Treyarch came in and did their thing with it, that's fine. I'll believe that all day. But if you want to tell me that Sledgehammer was making it and then just for some reason Activision is like, no, you guys do something else, we're just going to have Treyarch. Like, guys, here's the thing. I like Treyarch just as much as the next guy, but just admit it, they made a shitty game. It is what it is. I mean, Cold War sucked. It was horrible, but it looks, it feels, it sounds, it plays just like a Treyarch game. And I'm not saying you have to agree with me on that. I'm just saying, although David Vonderhaar might be bald and driving a Dodge Ram in the desert, even he too makes mistakes. And every now and then, maybe he does make a game that sucks, okay? It is what it is. And like I've said 100 times now, a lot of you are probably not going to agree with me. You're going to continue to go ahead and just be little puppets and get manipulated by all these people online. And that's honestly not a bad thing, because that means Activision is doing their job, and you can sit there and talk all the crap you want on Call of Duty, but you're still going to buy the new one this year anyway. So it is what it is though, you know? Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're new here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll catch you all next time. Have a great rest of your day. Later.